first time,
what's going on?
Well, I guess let's just
Are we
go
live?
ahead, Jody. Go ahead, Jody. Yeah.
Hello. Welcome to
countdown didn't work.
Cult of Collectors. Countdown didn't work, so we're just gonna rock this shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm Jody with Still Raising 4Ks. We got John, our host as always. We've got Charlie up in the corner. He loves to ask all the questions, and we just sit back and listen. And then our guest, our guest this evening is Sebas Skywalker. If you don't follow this guy on IG, you really need to. His collection is absolutely outrageous and ridiculous. He just got done posting an unboxing of the MAG Terminator giant box on his IG. Check that out. And tonight, absolutely nuts. And tonight, we will be giving away a copy of the 4K The Suicide Squad. All you got to do to join is just comment, shoot us a question. If you want to ask us a question and you don't want the movie, say, I don't want the movie, but I have a question.
Yes.
Super easy, super fun. And so welcome. Here we are, Cult of Collectors. How's everyone doing this evening?
So far, so good.
Doing good.
If I disappear for any reason, my battery is somewhat low.
It's cool. We'll just keep on chucking, and you can jump back in whenever you can.
Sounds good.
Yeah, of course. I tried to make sure mine was charged before we went live too. So
I didn't realize my laptop was completely dead. I was like, oh, I need to plug that in. Okay, cool. But yeah, we got everything where I got wires going everywhere tonight.
But I think John's got a PC, and that's why he doesn't have that issue.
Yeah, he wins.
That is.
Yeah, he's got that on us.
Yeah, he wins. He wins. So how was everybody's Thanksgiving? Everybody get nice and full?
Oh yeah, definitely. Still got leftovers.
Real busy.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Pretty good.
I cooked like 9 turkeys.
Yeah, there you go. I had some leftovers for lunch.
Turkey.
Oh no, I'm being serious. I cooked 9 turkeys.
Damn.
This man's all over it.
Just a little about me. I am a sous chef, so we have to cook for like 500 people for one night. So we did.
Oh wow.
We did 6 turkeys, and then right after Thanksgiving dinner, I hopped home, cooked another turkey. Then after eating, I hopped to New Jersey and cooked another turkey.
There you go,
I was about
man.
to say, yeah, because you being a movie collector and being a movie buff, I was about to ask, like, what is like your profession to help get your movies, the stuff that you like to collect?
Yeah, I do a bit of everything. Cook, side hustles. I also collect action figures and shoes. So on top of movies and props, I'm a collector of a lot of things.
So is John. John likes to collect toys as well.
You really need to do like a walkthrough YouTube video one day, because your place is insane.
It's crazy. In my highlights on my IG, I have an old video of my old setup.
Yeah.
If you guys are ever curious to see what this little cave looks like, it's on there.
That video was nuts. You just walk into a store, basically, is what it is. It was insane.
Oh yeah.
And before I was a chef, I used to own a toy store for 11 years.
Oh, well, there's it is right there.
So a lot of my life-size props and so on come from that, and from collecting since I was a little kid. So been a little bit of an entrepreneur since I was like 10 years old. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I just started collecting toys this year, which I have stuff from when I was a kid, but I just got back into collecting. But I like pretty much the only thing, I've kind of whittled it down just to collecting the Motu Origins and Transformers.
So
yeah.
I have a little bit of everything. My collection consists of over 10,000 action figures at least. I haven't counted, but it's definitely around there. I have toys from the 50s all the way up to current. So
nice.
I'm very selective on my collection of toys. So mine are very few Funkos, very few action figures like me. I have an action figure of Brandon Lee's The Crow. It was one of the new Jody was the one who actually, I think, showed me it. It was like a Diamond Select.
Oh,
time
yeah,
to
yeah.
collect. It
Yeah.
is phenomenal.
Yes.
Did you get the one with the coat or the one without the coat?
The one with the coat. The one I have is
Yeah,
where it's
same
with
one.
the coat, the bird,
And the
the
guitar.
gravestone, and all that stuff. It's not the
Yeah.
one him sitting in a chair, because there is one that's like that.
Yes. Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
one guitar is crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've
It's
got
funny.
that one too.
Yeah, it's funny because I was talking to fellow moviegoer who's also known for movie news for physical media is Geek Gab. Do you know who Geek Gab is?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, he usually posts a lot about physical media mainly. Well, I was asking him about The Crow possibly getting a 4K, and to his knowledge, because of the crap that happened with Alec Baldwin and that situation where that cinematographer and the other person one got killed, one got hurt, it was almost like the exact same thing that happened to Brandon Lee because it was a prop gun that killed him.
Crazy.
So he thinks like with something like that, they wouldn't do that so soon.
There is a 4K, but it's not, well, it's foreign.
Japan. I already know about it.
Yeah, it's, I think it's Spain, I think, has it, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Japan is the one that I found that has the 4K master.
Yeah.
But the Blu-ray still looks good.
Yeah. I really enjoy the packaging for that 4K remaster.
Oh, did you get it?
I did not get it, but it looks awesome.
Yeah.
The shipping's a little too high for me to pull the trigger on it. No pun intended. Sorry about that.
Oh, come on,
Understood.
man. Too soon. Too soon.
Well, Jody's got the I think Zavvi original steelbook for the first one, and then had a custom made for the second one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So jealous.
Yeah, when I learned about the steelbook, I didn't know it was Zavvi. I just thought it was a regular standard, like I would find it in a store. Nope.
Oh yeah, yeah. A lot of the ones that you are, let's say, more obscure, they just are either UK, France, Germany, but never here, sadly. There was one that did surprise me. One that I got recently for Scrooged. I thought it was a UK one.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit! It's an old school Target steelbook. What the hell is this?
Right.
Nice. John, do you ever shop through Zavvi?
No, not
No?
much. No, none.
I've only done it once.
I do it too much.
Did pretty good.
Amen.
They're okay. I mean, the only one I ever got from them was the Bill and Ted 4K Excellent Adventure.
You just gotta wait for the shipping because they're based out of the UK. They have a US site, but it's all coming from the UK.
Yeah, that one. That's the one I got.
Yeah.
They're still selling the Face the Music 4K, which I plan on getting. Oh,
Yeah,
I've been wanting those.
These are really nice too.
Yeah, I got both those.
Yeah, they're awesome.
I think
really
I
liked how
picked
they
up
made
those
it
on one of
matching.
those sales.
Yeah, they were like $18, something like that.
Yeah, it was something
Yeah,
stupid.
they weren't bad. They weren't bad at all.
I'd still get those.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because I love Bill and Ted.
Yeah, they got great covers.
I really wish that Face Music had a steelbook out there, but I haven't seen one yet, at least.
I had to have
I
one custom
wish.
made. I custom made one. I got it out of the way. I just had to do.
You did?
I cheat.
Where's
Yeah.
the
Face the Music?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's
I didn't
pretty
remember you posting that.
It's been a bit. Hang on, let me find it.
I'm gonna break in here for a second. Anybody watching, we got some viewers right now. If you want to be entered into the contest to win the Justice League 4K,
Oh, no, Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad.
Right
My
there.
I got
do some
Justice
comment.
League on my mind, but the
It's all
Suicide
good.
Squad 4K. Then we just make sure you leave a comment here so we can add your name to the elimination wheel.
Yes, be sure to say that you want to be entered. Don't just comment, in general. Just let us know you would like to be entered, so that way we know that you're in that spinning
There you
wheel.
go.
Oh, there
I
you
had
go.
this one made.
Gorgeous.
I got that. Had that for the back.
Nice.
And then
And with,
I really
yeah,
enjoyed
the
that
inside.
contact one you got.
let me pop out the disc. Hang on. And the inside has that shot.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, I got I got the disc, got just the regular Blu-ray on sale at Target when they had one of their movie sales, and I put it next to it, and I was like, okay, that just looks dumb now. I gotta have.
It needs to be done.
It needs to be done.
Yep. There's something that really grind my gears.
Nah, you know what really
one-
grinds my gears?
This did not get a steelbook.
Bill
I
here,
want to
I
be
want to be
entered.
entered.
Who was that?
So-
Bill?
Bill.
Bill.
Bill, what are you doing, man? You should be on tour promoting the movie. I don't know what's going
I know,
on.
Ghostbusters Afterlife. Speaking of, everybody saw it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Twice.
Yes.
I saw it 2 days early, and it was phenomenal.
Same here. Yes.
I watched
Yeah.
it
Did
with,
you get emotional though?
Yes.
I
not
did.
out, not outwardly, but internally, yes.
A little bit emotional. I choked up a little bit.
I teared.
No physical tears. And now-
Mine was
and
more
now
of just
I'm
a
watching
shock.
Titanic.
Yeah. Mine
Oh,
was
who's that?
just a shock. Oh God, what's
That's
this?
Susan.
Oh boy.
Susan Red. It took Zabby 2 months for me to receive my
boy.
only steelbook
Yeah.
from them. I never used them again, though they refunded me and listed as
Totally
lost in the mail.
understandable.
That's
Basically-
only happened to me once so
Yeah.
far.
I've had
I'll get you in it here.
I've had one come up missing, and literally 6 months later it showed up.
Really.
For me, it
Yeah.
hasn't showed up yet.
My Bill and
Yeah.
Ted took a month and a half.
They basically use the UK form of media mail, which is the slowest damn thing ever.
Yes.
They
Which
shouldn't
I thought
do
was-
that.
Well, what was stupid was because they used to be free shipping. So I understood
Oh.
it then, but now they charge like $5. So I was like, okay, if you're
Yeah.
going to charge $5, then amp up the shipping, you know,
Exactly.
I agree.
or give us options.
Well, it's funny because when I was telling you about the guy who does the custom Blu-rays, he's
Yeah.
based overseas as well. And I asked him if he did deals, and he said, "Well, what were you looking to grab?" And I said, "I was thinking the Mario Brothers, and True Lies for the Blu-ray, type of deal."
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, well, I can do 45 and just not count the shipping." And I was like, "Okay, well, let me get paid first." And yeah, we got a deal.
Heck yeah, that's awesome.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
From the UK, I think my best experience is DHL was the best service I've had.
I love DHL.
Oh, yeah.
From Japan, 2 fucking days. It was
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
And
That's
and
interesting.
the box was like 40 pounds.
Wow.
I was so surprised, and shipping was only $20. Like, whoa.
Well, see,
All
I've only done one custom steelbook, and that was for the Crow. And the guy that I went through, he used DHL, and it was here within a week, of course. But
Yeah,
yeah,
All the
Like-
I say all the Manta Lab group buys that I've hosted so far, they've used DHL. This last
Okay.
one, the last one that I got, the Godzilla or the King Kong, Godzilla versus King Kong, I paid that invoice on like Thursday or Friday,
Mhm.
and that big ass box showed up Monday.
beautiful.
It was nuts. It was
Yeah, Menace to
Look at that.
Society, my Criterion's showing up tomorrow, a week later.
oh yeah, right. You're too damn excited for that Manta Lab one click, aren't you? Oh, we lost your sound. Can you hear us?
Can't hear you, man.
lost
Oh,
your
John
sound.
got it.
Oh, look at you. We
Check
lost your
your-
sound. Nothing.
Can't hear you.
Nah.
Can't hear you.
Back out and come back.
Yeah.
Leave and come back. Yeah, there you go. We'll get him. We'll get it working again. He had some problems before.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
that
there now?
sucks.
We
I'm
can hear you
wondering if
now.
it's his Bluetooth.
I don't know.
Say something. Say something.
Can you hear us?
No,
Nope.
can't hear.
No.
Nah, just
It-
leave and come back.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It's
Leave
exactly
and
what
come
he
back.
said.
Yeah.
I can hear you on my phone.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there you
There
go.
you go,
That's
you're
cool.
back.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you'll
speaking
be.
of- Godzilla vs. Kong.
Yeah.
So excited to get that.
Oh man.
As you know, my crazy ass likes to swap out steelbooks, so I'm already
You are prepared. You are prepared.
I'm
Yeah.
prepared. Prepared.
Hey,
This is
John,
probably
when it
one that
comes
you
to
guys
getting
have
your
not seen
movies,
before.
are you using Amazon more or Best Buy more? Which one do you use more?
Which one's that? It's just dark. What is that?
Amazon
Oh,
usually.
That is the
Amazon?
Japan exclusive.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Then you had all the
So I can
Ultraman
flip
too.
this over.
Oh yeah.
Thing over. But yeah, it's.
I want to get
it's
the
pretty much a
Criterion
Godzilla one
Show
side,
collection of
Kong on
Godzilla.
the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
cool. I like that.
Seen you had the Ultraman steel books up there too. I've got those.
It came in
Yeah.
this big ass box. Yeah,
Nice.
so all goes all the kaiju's.
That's cool,
Nice.
man.
That is cool.
Did you get the big Gamera arrow set?
Hell yeah!
He's like,
Go
I'm
get
gonna
it.
show you.
There it is.
Yep.
And then with the two, we had two smaller ones.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
The
go.
artwork, the artwork was too good to pass up.
Now it's funny. Yeah, I may be a collector, but I'm not, say, what they would call a hardcore collector, where I'm double dipping, triple dipping, quadrupling. You know, I'm not, that type of collector. It's one of those, if I have it, I have it. I'm not really worried about all that other stuff. Sometimes I will. It just depends on the movie.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Not every
Yeah.
movie deserves a double, triple, quadruple, 23 dip,
Exactly.
but some do.
As
Like Blade Runner.
I've got my Joker problem right over my
Yeah, you
shoulder over
do.
here. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
it's my bad.
yeah. Drive is my worst one.
Oh, I'm
Drive.
sure. There's been lots of great additions,
Yeah,
though, man.
the 2011 with Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
I had around 45 copies of that movie
Damn.
from the USA.
We should
all the way
introduce
over
you to David Durant Cinema.
That
He does
movie,
that
I
shit
went
with
through.
Arnold movies as well as John Wick.
Oh, movies.
Oh, look out of the way.
And Sylvester Stallone.
Oh,
How do you flip this thing over?
Stallone. I mean, Arnold is his favorite, but yeah.
Yeah. So I have my Arnold section
Nice.
keeps on going.
That's awesome. Hey, John,
And
didn't
then
you have
Stallone's up
a
top.
video that was just your Criterions alone at one point?
Yes.
I was about to say, yeah, because I remember. Yeah. go ahead.
I don't have tons. I've got like a probably in the 170 range now, 150 to 170. So it's not massive. I don't go out and just
More than I have.
go out and buy everything on Criterion. I'm kind of like that with everything. It's just, I mean, I like to be able to buy a lot more. It's just, it's expensive with Criterion.
Criterion, especially,
Yeah.
yes. I mean, I only got one title, and that was Menace to Society. I was thinking of getting Uncut Gems, but I have the regular Blu-ray, so I didn't get it because I haven't watched it yet.
Believe it or not, when I bought the 4K, that's the first time I'd seen it. Yeah,
Oh, really?
It was really good. I thought it was a really good movie. Yeah, I didn't see it in the theater or anything
I saw it in theaters.
because
Oh my god, in theaters it was crazy.
yeah, the best thing about the
crowd
movie is the best thing to me about the movie is the music score. It's so bizarre. It's awesome.
I
I mean,
heard it
it's
was
not
one of his
the
best
best
movies.
thing, but he was good in it too. No, I'm just saying
see,
that's one of the
more
best.
serious
Well, see,
roles.
my favorite Adam
Mm-hmm.
Sandler movie that's not a comedy is called Rain Over Me, if you guys know that
Yeah.
one.
That's a great film.
I
Yeah.
love that movie. He did such an amazing
Cheetah?
job.
I always like Punch Drunk Love myself.
That's a good one,
Yeah.
too.
That's a great one.
I'm a big Paul Thomas Anderson fan though, so I'm a little biased to that. Which he has a new movie coming out that looks pretty good, Licorice Pizza. That's
Really?
his new movie. Yeah.
That one looks interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the preview for that.
Hey,
I haven't watched
Sebas,
that
do you know the
trailer yet.
movie Fat Man with Mel Gibson?
Yes.
You do. Did you see it, though?
I did not see it yet, but I have it right in front of me.
Okay, it's a Christmas movie. You have to watch it.
It's on my Christmas list. It's on my Christmas list, so.
I already watched it when I first got it last year. It's worth the watch. It's fun. It's crazy. I'm actually
Yeah, I've been
Facebook
waiting.
friends with the Nelms brothers, who are the directors and writers of the movie. I had done a Zoom call with them, and I hate to break this to everybody live. It was supposed to go on my channel, but my friend who was helping me doing the co-host at the time thought he saved it and accidentally deleted it. He was trying to see if he could salvage it, and crap just got lost and whatnot. And I was letting Jody and John know that I know them if they would like me to try to get them on.
It'd be a fun
definitely
show.
do it if you can get it on them. Yeah, you can definitely get it.
I need to watch the movie
yeah.
so I can have some good questions.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, actually, after you talked to me, I ordered it because it's one I actually just hadn't never watched, but I knew about. I just never had purchased.
It's worth it.
Yeah, I remember watching the trailer. The trailer's
Waiting
nuts.
It's basically just, Mel Gibson as Santa Claus and looks like a mountain man and is not your typical Saint Nicholas.
Right.
The rumor is that Mel Gibson's going to direct the Lethal Weapon 6 or
I've been
5
seeing
or
that.
6
Oh,
or whatever.
5.
I've been seeing
5.
that. Yeah.
5.
I always get confused because it's Always Sunny in Philadelphia because they made they made 5 on their show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You guys
it's only 4.
The Chris movie.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, but I didn't get to talk to you, Jody, about earlier on the poster. I put U.S. shipping only because
I saw that.
And
yeah.
It has more to do with not so much. I understand if a DVD wouldn't be so bad to ship overseas, but the problem is when I had that 200 subscriber giveaway, I got flooded with people on there, and it was just all foreign people. In fact, the 2 people that won both of my prizes were foreign, and I couldn't send it to either one of them because they were like it was because one of them was for one of the people I forget where he was, but he won like the Hydra trooper, the Hydra Stomper, excuse me.
Yeah.
And it's like a really big figure, big heavy figure.
Yeah.
And it was going to cost like $150 plus to ship it to where he was.
Damn.
And I was just like, I can't ship it because I mean it was kind of deceitful. And the other guy, he just he never did even respond to my email. I gave him my information, said send me the email, your address and everything, and he never responded. So I had to I just ended up giving it to some people. People that got kind of second place and some of the other people in the chat that night.
Yeah. Outside U.S. shipping right now is just kind of all over the place. That's why I was always hesitant about always hesitant about including outside U.S. in the group buys, but I just kept getting so many questions, so we just kind of figured it out. And so far, it's been okay. I got one guy that was actually waiting on one of these Godzilla versus King Kong because he had ordered a previous. And we decided just to wait and ship them together. Well, I take it to ship it out on Saturday at my local USPS, and it's going to Australia. And they're like, "Hey, listen, you can't ship to Australia." And I was like, "Why?" It's like because they're still under like a hardcore lockdown, and the only way you're shipping to Australia, through us is if you use Express. And I was like, "Okay, how much is Express?" He's like $70. I was like, let me get with that guy. We'll try to figure something out. So I gotta go drive around and price I gotta go see it. I gotta go check with like UPS, FedEx, see if I can find any better deal than $70. Or he's just gonna have to wait until they open up the gates, I don't know.
What's that? What's up? What?
I purchased one.
That's what's up, guys. That's Mike. That's Mike who does the other Center Round 60 with me. That's
$35.
Dag film.
Get shipped here.
Was it really?
Nice.
One DVD.
That's crazy.
What's going on, Mike? You doing all right tonight? Hey, Mike, do you want to be entered into the what are we giving away again? I'm sorry.
The Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad 4K.
Suicide Squad
James
4K.
Gunn.
Excuse me.
The good one. I don't mean to cause controversy.
You had to say the good one.
Yeah.
No.
I don't want to say the good one.
Yeah. Yes. If you think the first one's better, then
no, I don't even think the first one's better.
Until I see a director's cut of the first one, this one's always the good one. Oh.
I'm just getting tired of them trying to play fucking slapstick comedy with all these comic book movies. It's like, no, don't give it so much comedy to where that takes the serious away from you.
It was James Gunn. What do you expect?
But James Gunn didn't make Guardians all comedy.
Yeah, but it's not. I don't know if it's
82%.
that. I don't know if it's that slapstick. I'm trying to think of something else that recently it's been
Venom,
worse.
Let There Be Carnage is definitely slapstick.
No, I haven't seen that. So the reason I never seen that, I heard it was just basically a remake of the first Venom movie. So
no, it's not. No, it's not. Definitely not. In my opinion, at least, it's not a remake. I was so disappointed with Venom 2.
Well, so it didn't. If you don't like it, it's definitely not worthwhile.
Sebas, I apologize because your audio is very faint, so it's hard to hear you.
That's okay.
I don't know if it's like a microphone issue or if it's the camera or whatever it may be, but yeah, it's kind of, you're very faint, so it's hard to hear you.
Let's see if this works.
Yeah, because not long ago your audio sounded really good, and then it just went to, very faint.
I think it was when you weren't using the headphones.
The audio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you put the headphones, it's the headphones doing it. Yeah.
I'm guessing the headphones have got a built-in mic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Nah, it's cool. We'll make it work.
It's okay. I'll get better headphones.
Yeah. Somebody else says it's easier to hear without the headphones, but.
Yep. Do they want to be entered?
Or are you just critiquing us? Is that what's going on right now? Is that where we're at?
I know.
Yeah.
That's my girlfriend.
Oh,
Is it?
Okay.
Oh, she can't be entered. I already know you have this.
Nah.
That's cheating.
No double dipping.
Yeah.
Could you?
I'm gonna win it so I can sell it.
Without the headphones, could you hear better or you hear worse? Is that why your going with headphones?
I couldn't hear you guys.
Okay.
Oh, really? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because without the headphones, I can definitely hear you better.
If I had my Apple headphones, it'd be better.
We'll just deal with it.
Yep.
Everybody who's watching, I want to apologize right now. I understand that sometimes we end up talking over each other, and that's not to be on purpose or anything. I want to make that clear. It's sometimes we don't know when the person's actually done talking, and then we chime in basically. So I want to apologize to everyone watching, as well as Sebas, to John, to Jody. If someone talks over you, it's not because we're trying to not let you talk.
That's fun.
Well, it just comes with everybody who does these. They talk. You tend to talk over each other. Because for one, we're not all in the same room, and you can't see people's mannerisms. So like a lot of people, they can convey to you by looking across the room across the table from you, and when they're going to talk. So it's a little more difficult to know that whenever you're not in a kind of a more enclosed environment.
Yeah,
a studio environment.
Understandable. But I just wanted to let that be known that.
Going back to Suicide Squad.
What about it? Oh, is that this? What is that?
I took all three. I took all three and made it into one. So I took the Target, the Walmart, and the Best Buy, and put it all into one box.
Wow. This guy's a creative motherfucker. I don't know if y'all realize this or not, but he will create something.
Damn.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and they all have everything inside. Got lids on both sides.
Ain't no problems. It's like listening to my family trying to talk about what? Something?
Yeah.
It's like Thanksgiving all over again.
Yeah.
I know. Fuck you, throw mashed potatoes.
People would really hate me
for
what I do to slip covers.
So do you guys want to see that Citizen Kane 4K? And before you come on here, Charlie, I was telling them it's just. I mean, I'm in it for I'm in it for the movie. It's not a massive deal for me, but it is when it comes to trying to watch the movie. If you just want to grab it out of the case, but I was going to show them what I was talking about what they did with the packaging. It's like kind of crap. A lot of people have been complaining about this.
Oh, okay.
But here's what they did: you take the slip cover off.
Yeah.
Very inconsistent.
Okay. But then here's what they did.
Oh,
It's like
I
a big.
see.
And the book just fell
And then
out.
when you try to put it all together, it does not. Yeah.
And then all the discs are in slip style cases.
Oh, when people don't like the slip so much, yeah.
I mean, the artwork's nice. The artwork's beautiful, and then you got the Kane on the backside.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. There we go.
Yeah, I can see why people would be disappointed in that.
Somebody overthought that way too much.
Yeah, they did. Because I saw the packaging to Menace to Society, and it is not like that at all. It's more of a standard type of Criterion,
It's more
packaging.
So basically, whenever you want to go grab, if you just wanted to go grab a disc out of here, you got to go through all that to get the damn disc out. So it's kind of aggravating. I seen there was another set. I watched somebody else other day, one of their unboxing of a different Criterion. It was a different it was a larger box set.
Mhm.
It was a Japanese filmmaker's set. And it was like a puzzle when you opened it up. It was like some kind of weird, it was bizarre, and I was like, I don't want that. I don't care about I just want to watch the movie, I don't want to
Right.
I don't have to solve a Rubik's Cube to watch the movie,
Mm-hmm. It's funny that you say a Rubik's Cube because I know there's a movie called Cube. And then it's got like a franchise or something. Oh,
Yeah,
Cube is awesome. Is that what you just
Yeah, I
said?
think it's like 5 or 6 movies in.
Yeah.
Is it really?
If you like cheese, if you like cheese, you'll like it.
Yeah. Basically. I agree with that. Sebas, did you get the Criterions or no?
And you can pick it up at Big Lots for like $2.
Which
Just Uncut Gems. I'm waiting on
Waiting on what?
which Citizen Kane did you say you picked up?
I picked up the Zabi Deluxe Edition.
Okay.
And then for the Criterion, I'm waiting on Menace to Society too. I'm trying to find one in person because my Uncut Gen came a little screwed up in the mail, so I'd much rather just pick it up in person.
We might have another friend joining the chat soon because she just messaged me on the Instagram right now. It was someone that I told Jody to show some love and give a follow.
Oh yeah, the horror girl.
Yeah, she's a horror buff basically. And,
Yeah.
Told her we were going live tonight and told her about the giveaway and if she wanted to be entered just to comment, stuff like that, or just comment and let us know that you're in there if you're watching. But she just messaged me saying like she just finished something.
Throw us some questions.
Yeah, I spent way too much on the Criterion this round. I wasn't planning on it, but I found some good stuff and they.
I went for one.
But the Menace to Society, I just picked up.
Yeah, Vinegar Syndrome.
Picked up today.
Nice. Yeah, because I have the standard Blu-ray Menace to Society.
I just pre-ordered the.
I have the DVD.
You just pre-ordered?
Yeah, I just pre-ordered a box set from Vinegar Syndrome. The Rudy Ray Moore. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Oh yeah, that looked cool.
Yeah,
not the name, no.
Yeah, I grabbed a bunch. I grabbed a bunch.
He did Dolomite, the Dolomite movie, plus the 3 more movies.
Oh yeah.
Dolomite, yeah.
It's the movie that the Netflix movie, Eddie Murphy. He played Rudy Ray Moore in it.
Eddie Murphy.
That's right.
That's the only thing.
It was on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
That's a pretty good. It's pretty good. That's a pretty good biopic, I guess you can call it. Yeah.
Oh. What'd you think of King Richard?
Was this her creeping? It's spooky.
Yep, that's her.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hey, do you want to be entered for the Suicide Squad? If so, say yes. Or you would like to be entered.
4K. Brand
James
new.
Gunn.
James Gunn, the Suicide Squad.
Yes. Jody had to repeat everything I just freaking said.
Everything.
They also pre-ordered that the Wayne's World Steelbook as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I pre-ordered that
wish
one.
it was a 4K though.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked it wasn't.
Same.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
I wish it was both movies.
What was that, Sebas?
Oh yeah, you wish it was both?
I wish it came with both.
Oh,
Yeah,
both
agreed.
movies. That would make
Yeah,
sense.
that's
Which I'm gonna-
that's kind of aggravates me when they don't do that. There was something else that came out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna swap out some discs and be good.
There you go.
Yeah, okay.
Haha.
John, I shot you a picture over on in your messages on IG of that Zavi Citizen Kane version that they're dropping. But apparently you can't buy it anymore.
Looks awesome. Looks awesome.
I tried clicking on it to like get like a closer view of it, and you can't get it anymore.
Yeah,
It's gone.
it doesn't. You can't.
Sweet.
Only if you.
I'm glad I
Did
got
she
it.
say
I'll
that she
try to
wanted
get
to be
you,
entered?
I'll try to get you a closer pic.
Yes, I think so. She said, "Haha, oh, okay."
Okay, cool. All right, then you're in the wheel.
You're on the wheel. And if you have
There you
any
go.
questions, let us know.
Yeah, if you do, let us know, because I know you're a horror nerd, so you might as well let us know what kind of questions you got for horror, if you want.
So, Jody, I know you didn't get to join the conversation about Ghostbusters last week.
Oh,
so
yeah.
if
I
you
know, I
guys
missed
want to
it.
kind of talk about it a little bit, I'll add in a few facts because I have more of a negative viewpoint of the movie, but
Rude.
I still think it's good, but I think it's real good. I think it's good, but it's much better in
That's the best way to
2016. But
describe it.
Yeah, I don't even count 2016.
I still enjoyed it. Screw you all.
I don't count it. I don't.
now that's shitty slapstick comedy right there.
Right.
No,
right.
I enjoyed it for what it was because they weren't including the actual like Ghostbusters as part of the universe. They were different characters.
Yeah, that was
It's cameos.
Dan Aykroyd's idea, I think, is with that one. He was like, "Well, why can't we have like a multiverse of Ghostbusters?" and all
Exactly.
this
Why
stuff?
not?
I guess it's just confusing. I don't like it.
I thought the effects and everything in that movie were actually good. It was just I understand when people say that they thought
There
it
you
was
go.
annoying about the Ghostbusters being so heavy CGI. I
These
guess.
were awesome.
And what did
Yeah.
she say?
So
She's
I'll
gonna try to think of some
some. Just enjoy the combo for right now.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, I was super happy with the new
Don't
one.
get me wrong. I don't want to taint you guys. It was a good movie. It was an excellent movie,
Yeah.
but I think it's a little bit of nostalgia bait though,
Definitely.
because people talking
100%.
about the crying and all this stuff. That's bullshit. You know, it's like the only part that made me emotional is when he flipped on the proton pack and I went and seen it in IMAX, so it like
Nice.
resonated and shook the
Oh
floor.
yeah.
So-
That'd be cool to see. Yeah, if I see it for a third time, I want to go see it in IMAX.
And I didn't get a crying emotional. It was just an awesome effect. You could
Oh,
really
yeah.
hear
I
and,
know what you
and
mean.
really
It's
feel
really
it. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the emotional part of it, I get with him actually being gone. It was more of a cool factor, really, for me. I was shocked how long. I guess we should scream spoiler alert real quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was
Spoiler
shocked.
alert for anybody who hasn't seen it yet.
I was shocked at how long they
How's it
had
going?
him on screen. Honestly, I thought it was literally just going to be like him helping her hold it, and that was going to be it.
So much.
Oh
But,
yeah.
Yeah, but so I was shocked that we actually got interaction with the OG Ghostbusters with him.
I liked it. I did.
I liked it
enjoyed
too.
very
I was
much.
just like, and especially the second time, I really got to like take it in. The first time, I was kind of like, I was like looking
like
at
shock and awe.
it. Yeah, like, are they
Yeah.
doing this? Are they really doing this right now?
Yeah.
But the second time, I did watch.
like-
I don't know if any of you guys watched that Netflix series, the movies that made us.
No.
I'm starting to watch them, and I happened to
Okay.
watch the Ghostbuster one like a week or so ago, and a couple of things that were hinted in that kind of like jarred my memory while I was watching the movie was I didn't realize that Winston was supposed to be a bigger character in the first movie.
Really?
At least according to the actor. When he joined on, the character showed up on page like 26, and he had a big backstory and all this stuff. And then when the final cut happened, it was more like page 60 something, and you barely even got to know Winston. And so I like that now Winston is basically Tony Stark of Ghostbusters. I think that's awesome.
Basically.
Yeah. I think
and you stayed all the way through the credits, right?
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The only part about this movie, kind of to backtrack, I'll get back to the other thing that kind of threw me. But the only thing about this movie I was at least a little bit upset about is that we did not get Rick Moranis. I was a little sad.
I was
a little
disappointed.
sad. I was really hoping that after credit scene was going to have Rick Moranis in it. But so I don't know.
I know, because they made it seem like him and Annie Potts hooked
That
up.
would have been great.
Well, see, that's one thing throughout the whole movie. This movie didn't really talk about Ghostbusters 2.
No, it didn't.
So are we ignoring? I thought this was basically Ghostbusters 3.
Yeah.
It is
But-
Ghostbusters 3, but
It seemed
the
like
only
we
thing
weren't
that
even.
connected was Ray's occult books.
Yeah, it seems like we weren't even talking about Ghostbusters 2 in this movie.
No.
Well, I think this is the lineage of Gozer, and I think the second
Not yet.
and Ghostbusters 2 was a different
Yeah,
being. I think it was supposed to be. It was that other ghost, so I think that's why. Because if you notice all that, because the timeline that's written on the wall, it doesn't.
Yeah,
it doesn't.
it doesn't
have
talk about-
80,
yeah.
It doesn't have 89 or whatever in there. So
Right. But I
And
know,
I think
like,
that's why, because it wasn't part of the Gozer timeline. That's
Yeah.
I think it's
yeah.
it's
And
the
that makes
easiest way to
sense.
explain it.
I
Easiest
know,
way
like-
to explain away. So
I know, like Ghostbusters 1, you had Spengler and what's her face. They kind of had like the romance twist, but then Ghostbusters
Kinda.
2,
And they touched
it was
on
hinted
that
at. Yeah, it was
one.
hinted in Ghostbusters. But then Ghostbusters 2, she was all over Rick
over,
Moranis' character.
Oh
So-
my God.
So the fact that like she was still kind of holding on to the coin and all that stuff, I was like, so what happened to Dude? Like, did we just not even?
And
It
you
was
know what?
weird.
It kind of makes sense because the way that they ended
Okay,
the after credit scene with Janine's character and Winston, them talking at the end and him reviving basically the business again, there could be that possibility of Rick Moranis being in the other one. And I
That'd
say
be cool.
possible because anything can happen, but he's retired from it.
He can be the accountant.
There you go.
Yes.
Have him come back to the accountant.
He's covering the books.
Right. But the
Well,
other
this-
thing I learned on that Netflix special that I didn't know about was apparently Bill Murray
Mhm.
and Harold. Why am I missing his last name all of a sudden?
Harold Ramis?
Ramis,
Harold.
thank you.
Yeah.
Apparently, those two had a huge falling out. Right
Oh,
after,
yeah, they did.
right after Groundhog Day.
Yep.
And it's like I think I knew it,
Yeah.
but I didn't really know it, But
You may
and
have heard of it, but didn't know
Yeah.
much about it.
Yeah, because that would have been pre-giant internet where you just know everything by typing in a few letters.
Yeah, basically.
But apparently, according to Harold's daughter, Bill Murray came to see him there toward the end, and they had like
Yes.
this long talk, and apparently they hashed out everything, and everything was fine.
Yeah.
Knowing that,
Yeah.
and watching that end scene, I just felt like Bill Murray didn't really know what to do with this ghost of Harold Ramis.
I mean, that
Like, he
kind of
just-
makes sense.
Especially like the second viewing, I was just really watching Bill Murray, and like when they're all like in a line, and Winston kind of looks over and he kind of nubs Bill Murray, and Bill Murray's just like,
I don't know how to react. Yeah.
Yeah.
and then Bill just kind of looks at him at one time, and he kind of forces the line. Well, I thought you were going to show up. It just all felt like Bill just was like, I'm not feeling talking to my dead friend.
Winston was the only one that had something heartfelt to say to him. I miss you, old friend.
Ray said he was sorry. I remember that. Ray said he was sorry, or he should have called, or something like that. One of them said they should have called, and then the other guy said he
you're
was sorry.
right.
'cause
You're right.
Ray,
I thought it was
Ray
the phone
just-
call he had with the girl, but yeah, no, I think you're right.
No. Yeah, because I know Dan Aykroyd and Harold were like super, super close. So I could definitely
yeah.
feel I could definitely feel those emotions coming from him just as an actor were probably pretty damn real. So that I really enjoyed. But yeah, I was shocked at how long they kept him on screen. I was just thought there was going to be like, I'm going to help you out. There you go. And everybody's going to be like, holy crap. But no, I mean, he hugged people. All sorts of stuff happened.
Who here knew that Harold Ramis was in the movie Airheads?
Where was he at in there? Because I haven't watched the movie in forever.
Okay. You know, like how they're trying to send someone in as a agent to try to send them a record deal?
Yes.
The guy in the suit. That's Harold Ramis.
When
he goes, you guys will be as big as Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, and you hear Steve Buscemi just fucking say, Mark, that guy sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
I love that movie so much. I need to watch it again. I love when they were making.
Is it on DVD? Because I don't know if I've.
It is on DVD.
Yes. I thought I own it, but I can't remember if I do.
That Blu-ray is so expensive.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Somebody did put it on Blu-ray, but it was a short-lived print.
Blu-ray is so expensive.
Yeah, it was. If you want, John, I actually have an extra copy. I have the DVD, and then I have like a made-on-demand Blu-ray, but it looks exactly like the DVD. It really didn't look any different. So if you do want a copy and don't have it, just let me know.
I'll look and see. I thought I bought it. For some reason, I thought I had it on like a 2-pack. It came with something.
Your local thrift stores.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Thrift stores. I know the 2-pack you're talking about. It was Airheads and PCU.
I possibly have that one. I have to look. I can't remember.
Yeah, because it was a double feature.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you try to look for it on Amazon or eBay, some people are reasonable, but it's pretty damn expensive brand new.
Yeah, that's always on my list when I go to my big local used store. I always look for that to see if anybody would dumbass turned it in.
Oh, I know. I'm actually glad that you showed me that Harold and Maude Paramount Presents thing that's coming out, because of course I didn't know that was happening until you showed it to me, and it's way freaking cheaper than Criterion, which is even more good, and it's probably still got a new restoration, which is I think a 4K scan.
I think it's pretty soon too.
Yeah, next month. I think almost a week from this Tuesday.
I was going to say hey to Moonshine and Whiskey Redneck.
Oh, how's it going?
Up?
She said hi to. It is a girl. She's been on my streams before, so.
Oh.
I am correct about that. Hopefully I'm not backward, but so I'll say hi to her. And also we have Heck Smash. CGI on Harold Ramis, though.
The CGI was fantastic.
It was
they
amazing.
did a good job. Yes, they did.
It was amazing. I did enjoy the fact that they did not have him talk, because I think if he would have spoken, it would have looked weird.
Yeah, probably. And it's hard to find someone who could sound just like Harold to like make it believable, you know?
That nasally voice.
Yeah. Heck Smash, do you want to be entered into the Suicide Squad giveaway?
I got it right here.
Yes,
Every time
if you want to
we
be,
talk
just
about
say
it,
yes.
I'm just gonna throw it on the screen. Yes.
There you go. Giveaway. Everybody watching, if you want to be entered, just let John know.
Yeah. I already put Moonshine and Whiskey, so I think she was entered into one of my other giveaways, so I just went ahead and put her on there. So I'm pretty sure she wants to.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for everybody for showing up. We're getting a small crowd going here. It's very nice.
Nice. Anybody have any questions? Throw them out there. We're always just talking to ourselves. So.
But I was getting ready to say to Sebas, like sometimes I say, well, I've got to look and see if I have that movie. You get lost in all when you have a lot of stuff. You get lost and can't remember what you have. Even I catalog mine on my phone, and I don't have everything that I own. Yeah, I don't have everything that I own.
Mine's
on
very
on there.
weird.
Yeah.
Mine's very strange.
Do you keep a catalog? Do you have
for my catalog?
Go ahead.
So I use an app to keep all mine cataloged, but how I do it in person is a little different. So like 90% are subgrouped by actors.
Okay.
So like if I can't remember the name of the movie, but I remember the actor, I can find the movie like that.
Mine's alphabetical.
Like a section for Adam Sandler, one for Mel Gibson. So 90% is like that. Then there's like Disney, Pixar. They're all in one section. And then my horror section is a little more complicated because it goes to subgroups like vampires, werewolves,
But
zombies.
horror's all over the place in general, though.
Directors that are in there.
I mean, horror in general is just all over the
That's
place.
why it's easier to do it by subgroups.
Oh, what this person say?
Or definitely is. I subgroup them like it's nothing.
Something about Ghostbusters?
You haven't
Yeah.
seen it, and you sit here and listen to me. Damn it! This is what I was worried about.
We already
Haven't seen it,
warned
so.
you. What the hell?
No, well,
Definitely not sad.
No.
Well, what is sad, but it's very good.
What were we going to say, John?
no, I was just going to say it's pretty good. It's
Very
not wasn't
good.
really sad. Yeah.
I
Mainly
wouldn't
my
say it's sad.
It's a very good nostalgic impression.
no.
There's so many Easter eggs in that movie. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Mm.
I will say
I
it
was
did.
very happy about one.
What's that?
It was one ghost that I saw in there.
What the eyeball?
It was one ghost I
Hold
saw
on,
in there
John.
that put the
Yes,
yes
I had that
the
toy.
real Ghostbusters.
Yes,
I was so hyped. I
Which-
still have the toy.
yeah, it's at my parents' house. I remember getting that when I was a kid, and I was like, "This ghost is amazing."
Hello to whoever
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah, he was from the real Ghostbusters. Yeah.
Yeah, and his eyeball popped out.
Yes, I had that toy. It
I
was
was so
great.
happy that they made that somewhat canon.
Yeah.
I was so happy.
What was that you held up there?
I'm the only one that was happy about that in the theater.
Seabass, what was that?
It
You
was
just...
the Real Ghostbusters Volume 1. Still.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
the real
Okay.
Ghostbusters. I used to have
Color
the box set, but it wasn't the steelbook version. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, this thing's really nice stuff.
Yeah, I got that version.
There you
Oh,
go.
nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have very few VHS. If I would have not
box
been
set
like
for the
homeless
Steelbook
at
is
all in my
crazy.
lifetime, I would have still had a decent, VHS collection still.
Yeah.
So that's why my
Yeah.
collection is still somewhat
You gotta expire
building
them
again.
Eventually.
What's going
Yeah.
on, sleeping collectibles tonight?
It's funny. I told myself if I ever
Hey,
got rich,
John, do you want
that
to be
I
entered
would like to
for the
feed
Suicide
each
Squad 4K?
what was?
I'm
But
sorry, it was sleeping collectibles. I was asking him if he wanted to be entered.
Oh yeah, yeah. Anybody who wants to be entered, let us know. Who is that right there?
Definitely. That's the moonshine and whiskey redneck. He's gonna go see it. But yeah, definitely go see it in
Yeah.
theaters. I highly
Oh, yeah.
recommend that. I highly recommend that.
Yes,
Especially
I like
if-
Muncher.
Yes.
Don't wait.
Yes.
Don't
If
wait.
you can get into a theater, because I've seen it twice. The one time I saw it was on like a Sunday night,
Yes.
so the theater wasn't that packed. But then the theater I go to does like a cheap day on Tuesdays,
Mhm.
and so I did it again on Tuesday the same time, and the theater was packed. If you can get to this movie while there's a packed theater, you're most likely going to have a better time because you get at least in my theater, you had a good mixture of people my age that were just sitting there just laughing because they were remembering all the good stuff from the original. Then you also
Mhm.
had young kids that were cracking up when the little marshmallow men showed up and
Kids.
stuff like that. It was a
They
great
cracked me up.
mixture. It was a great mixture of people.
That part was hilarious.
It was.
Hilarious.
That was funny because he's like,
Can we
how
talk
do you have a
about-
guy that bites his finger?
Can we talk about like
You're
that
entered in
scene?
sleeping.
That scene when it started. Why the hell was Paul Rudd walking like that? Did anybody else notice that when he
Wait,
walked
walking
into
like
Walmart?
what though?
When he walked into Walmart and he was walking to get ice cream, he had this strut that was absolutely
to-
ridiculous, and he
It's
didn't
probably
walk
just
like
a part
that.
of his character.
He didn't walk like
Yeah,
that the
and
whole
that
movie.
was
He had to prove.
yeah, and that was
No doubt.
the cleanest Walmart on planet Earth too.
Wasn't it
in that
though?
movie.
Wasn't it? It's the nicest damn
It
Walmart
is.
I've ever seen.
Everything in its
Totally
place.
Yeah,
The
that
only
wasn't.
dog is the demon dog.
Yeah, and you're in the ice cream aisle and nobody else is there. No way. No.
Oh, I know.
that wasn't a
People of Walmart.
that wasn't a promotion in there, was it? No.
No.
Yeah, but those little marshmallow men cracked me up because when I was talking to my sister, when I told her that the movie's worth seeing, I said, those things are little sinister shits.
Yeah,
and I said, what you see in the trailer is nothing what you see when you watch.
I just loved how happy they were while they were just murdering each other. I love that so much.
Like the Cinnamon Toast Crunch commercial.
Yeah.
They just wanted to commit genocide on themselves.
Yeah.
Exactly. The Cinnamon Toast Crunch little fuckers, too.
Yeah.
They definitely did.
You taste good.
That was good stuff.
I know, making s'mores out of your own self with a freaking blowtorch.
And loving it. He was just like,
No. No, but if you watched last week, I don't know if you watched any Jody, but my biggest critique about the movie was it's not so much the story or anything like that. It was some of the production. I just felt like it was choppy. The movie was choppy, especially, and I think the pacing's kind of weird because it's like it's kind of slow at the beginning, and then it just slams into high gear right at the end, and just or almost halfway through the movie, and then I just think there can be some more setup, some more exposition, maybe on certain parts, so you understand things better. But other than that, I mean, slow. It's just I don't know. It's a comedy, so it's kind of forgivable. But
I understand what you're saying, John, because out of watching all the Ghostbusters movies in general, it seems like the only one that did it right, and no offense to Jason Reitman at all, even though he was a kid when they made the first one, the first one to me was just like the better one out of all four movies that are.
He was in the movie.
Just the best one because it was paced just right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Jason Reitman, so he's a lot of people say he's a smaller filmmaker. He makes smaller movies, and this is kind of what this was. But I liked it, though. I liked the scale of the movie. I liked it. It was a smaller. I liked it didn't take place in New York. Even though a lot of people say, well, kind of New York is the heart of the other movies. It's kind of it's a big part of the plot itself.
Where they started, yeah.
But I enjoyed this plot line, too. It kind of takes a different.
Yes.
But it looks like they're going to return if they do have a sequel or another movie, which they're hinting at.
Oh yeah,
doing so.
Yeah,
I don't know. But I don't know if I want them to make. See, the problem is like if we obviously wouldn't be having this conversation right now if they only made one movie. But sometimes maybe that one movie is all they should have made. There shouldn't have been sequels.
I mean, the second one wasn't that bad. I enjoyed the hell out of the second one, actually.
But
I think it's because Slimer had a bigger role. Well, not so much bigger role, but a more friendlier role.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, come on the bus. Okay.
But Hollywood, I mean, they're really scraping the bottom of the barrel anymore for creativity.
I agree with that.
But if you look back, when you watch a lot of older movies, they remade movies too. They remade movies, movies that were made in the 30s. They went back and remade them in the 60s, and it wasn't.
Or
but I
even
mean,
80s, yeah.
They've been doing it a lot. They do it a lot, but I mean, they're really doing it bad now. But
The Thing was a remake.
But I mean, they even remade classics. Movies that were made by great directors in the 30s. They remade in the 60s.
They do.
Oh yeah. Scarface.
They've been doing it all throughout time, so it's not like a new phenomenon in Hollywood.
Yeah, because I know that because there was talks of a new Scarface being made, and that Rami Malek, who was in that show Mr. Robot and played Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody, he was supposed to be the new Tony Montana, basically. And I guess they must have stopped it because I haven't heard anything on it anymore.
I can't see it.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything in a long time about that.
Yeah.
Can't see
what does Moonshine say?
I miss going to the theater with my dad, but unfortunately, I can't do that anymore.
Aw.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Just there's always a good movie buddy. You can always find a good movie buddy.
Me too.
Yes, always find a good movie buddy. I almost said moving.
Hey, if they're a good buddy, they'll be a good moving buddy too.
Exactly. Yeah, there you go.
Whoops,
Are
I
you
keep
people
post-
wanting to be entered?
Yes, they.
Y'all go hand
Yes,
in
they
hand.
did. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I kept popping up all the responses. I didn't intend to do that, but I was just clicking on stuff and not looking at it over here.
It's all good. No, it's just because I have bad eyes, so it's
Hmm.
hard for me on my phone to see the writing that they type and stuff. So that's why it's hard for me to read it.
For anybody, it's not. Actually, I've probably told you this before, Charlie, but Sleeping Collectibles here. He's the one I stole the idea for doing the elimination wheel. He does it on his side, and I just thought
It
it's such a good. It's such a
Yeah.
good idea. It's a fair way to do it, and I've explained that before, but it's just makes it. It's kind of fun to do it, and it's a fair way instead of just kind of picking out of thin air.
Oh yeah,
Because
it's
when
funny.
you do that, people might think you have somebody already picked out or something like that. So
exactly. Yeah, some people think like that, and I know when we did our last giveaway, Ken from Mid Level Media got entered twice and still lost.
What a cheater.
Yeah.
I know. What a jerk. No, Ken, you're cool. You're cool. No, Ken's a good guy. I like Ken. I do watch his videos. He does good videos. The only downside I'll talk about his reviews is he doesn't really necessarily give a review. It's more of him just talking about what the movie is, a synopsis of the movie, rather than say, the quality of the visuals or the quality of the sound, audio mix, and all that kind of stuff. I just noticed he doesn't get really technical. So I would say that's my only draw on his part. But other than that, he has good videos.
yeah, well, don't ever watch mine for reviews because I'm terrible at reviews. I'm
We
just all
still
over the
watch 'em.
place. I could see my problem if I actually wrote. I'm just too lazy to write my own material. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Oh,
Is that the NECA?
Predator.
Is that Hot Toys or that Hot Toys?
Yeah, it's NECA.
Oh, okay.
NECA?
No, it's NECA.
Nice. Are you a big fan of
These things are
Predator?
huge. Like, they're huge.
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's in it? Yeah.
There you
Oh,
go. There you go.
They should get his character and put him in a new
I'll send
one.
you.
I don't know why they couldn't have done
That,
that because
yeah,
he was an
I
OG
totally
who
agree.
survived.
Did you see they're doing a new movie for it?
Well, no, not necessarily. Well, it might be a movie, but it's supposed to be for
300
Disney
years back.
Plus. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a prequel.
Moonshine. What's that?
Yeah.
November
My
14th
dad
15th
of this year?
passed away.
Since my dad passed away November 14th, I need a new movie buddy. Y'all have a suggestion?
Where are you
If
at? Where are you
if
at?
live around?
How far away are you? Let's go.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Where do you live? If you live in
Come on.
California, maybe.
Do
Let's
it.
make this happen.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah,
good.
let's all just we'll meet in the middle. Where's a good middle? Where's-
There you go. Exactly. Oh, but John,
Well,
since you mentioned
On
biopics
average, it'd be
earlier-
Kansas, but
Yeah.
Never mind.
Private show.
yeah.
John, since you mentioned biopics earlier, you said you went to go
I've been
see
there.
King Richard. What did you think?
Yeah.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah, it was really good. Will Smith was pretty phenomenal. I think it's personally one of his best roles I've seen him in myself.
I enjoyed it.
It's one of his best acting roles. And I've always thought he's
Can we
did it
check
all
that one
for
out?
where he came from. He's always done a pretty decent job. Did a decent job,
It's on HBO Max.
Yeah.
And theaters, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I seen
But
him in
it's
the
a good
theater.
It's funny because when
Gotta
after
go theaters.
yeah,
Go to
I mean,
theaters.
yeah, support your local theaters, of course. But if you're unable to afford to go to the theater, of course, if you have
Yeah.
HBO Max, go ahead and watch it. But after watching King Richard, I actually started looking up Serena Williams, the families, this and that or whatever. And one of the scenes from the movie, spoiler right now, is there's an actual footage of Venus, doing an interview with someone about her saying that she's going to beat someone. And the way he goes about asking her, her dad comes in and says, "Hey, she answered you the first time. She said she's confident, this and that, or whatever. You know, you ain't gonna treat her like an adult. She's still a kid. Don't or whatever. And they literally took that interview, put it into the movie word by word, but different background setting.
She lives in Georgia.
She lives in Georgia.
Georgia.
Middle of Georgia.
Middle.
Mid-Georgia.
Well, you know, I'm sure we could find somebody that lives in Georgia.
Oh, I'm sure with all of us, yeah.
Yeah.
My Georgia peeps, where are you at?
Oh, yeah.
Apparently one right here already.
Yeah.
We got one so far.
Yes. We'll find you a movie, buddy. We will find you
Yeah.
a movie,
That's
buddy.
right. That's right. That might be a weird
Absolutely.
Craigslist ad. Maybe stay away from Craigslist. Don't do that on
Yeah,
Craigslist.
no Craigslist.
Don't do it on Craigslist. That'd be weird. I don't do Facebook, but maybe
Facebook
that's a thing.
Marketplace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah. Marketplace. Yeah.
I'm looking for a movie, buddy.
Movie buddy.
Movie buddy. People
just
might
need to
take
start
that
your-
wrong.
You just
I
got
will
to
buy
start you a YouTube page. You just, if you're a woman, you
Yes,
start a
I will.
YouTube page, you'll get plenty of simps and plenty of subs
Yeah.
too. You'll
Yeah, just
you'll-
start reviewing movies.
Oh,
You'll be
yes.
shocked. You'll be shocked.
Well, my new friend from that creepin',
Make it easy.
profile. I think
Yeah.
her said her name was Crystal or Krista or something like that. But she's gonna start doing her YouTube again because she had videos, but she took them down thinking that maybe it wouldn't be something that she'd want to actually keep doing. But she's rethinking it now because she usually uses TikTok to do her little reviews.
Hey, look, we found another Georgia person.
Yep.
Oh, there you go,
Ta-da!
Susan.
Susan, get with
Susan.
Moonshine Lady.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's another.
there you
This is
go.
genius.
Well, there's
Look
you.
at us. Look at us making
If you
shit
guys
happen.
have Instagram, hit each other up.
Make moonshine.
There's-
Yeah.
There you
another-
go. Make some
there's
moonshine
another
and go
woman.
watch a movie.
Yeah, there's another woman too, so you don't have to worry about being some kind of weird
Exactly.
simp
Another
creeper.
female companion.
Because guys
Like
are
a
weird.
sister.
Some creep.
And they are on the internet.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
It's funny because
I
I
follow-
follow. Those...
They are.
Sorry, go
You know,
ahead, John.
one out of every four
No.
dudes are a creeper on the internet, and there's 4 of us here.
No,
I'm just saying.
I follow Chrissy Mayer, and she does. She's a comedian, and she has a YouTube page and things like that. But
Did
she
you just point at me?
but she has a. But she actually does a. But she does a live stream with a bunch of other girls. It's called the Simp Cast, and they basically share simp stories about guys.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you
Doing-
go.
Guys, simp. If you don't know what simp is, it's just guys who do crazy
That's
things,
the
send
thing.
crazy messages to women. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's pretty fun to watch. Sometimes.
It's funny. I don't know why I watch them, but I watch the people who do those like how to catch a predator videos, basically, but they're vigilante type of people. And the only reason why I watch them
Yeah,
is
no problem.
because I want to know how they go about and what are they doing right, what are they doing wrong, and is it entrapment, is it not entrapment, it weird shit, because I used to like to watch How to Catch a Predator with Chris Hansen. I actually used to like watching it.
Yeah.
I
So
did.
did she say she is revamping her channel? Is that what she said?
Yes. Yes.
Nice. I'll be
I
watching.
didn't. I took it down because I didn't know if she was addressing one of you guys or somebody in the chat. So
Oh, Crystal.
Yeah.
Right?
so-
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Ha! I was right the first time.
You
Sorry.
were right. Don't question yourself ever again.
No, I always question myself because sometimes I am wrong.
Yeah, it's probably that's the best way to go, honestly.
I know we got Sebas on,
We
and he's
all are.
supposed to be our special guest. Sebas, go ahead, talk, man.
Yeah. We get going sometimes, and
If you guys could hear me better, I wish I could.
we can hear you
Maybe-
good enough, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
your
can make it
audio's
happen.
a little
We can make it happen.
choppy.
Cutting off. What is going on?
I mean, it sounds metallic
Yeah, it's
almost.
weird because there's a little gap. When you guys speak, I can't hear you. Metallic.
Yes,
Sounds awesome. It's like a robot.
Yeah. like a robot.
A little bit.
Are those plug-in headphones or are they Bluetooth headphones?
There you go.
They're Bluetooth.
Okay. I was trying to think if you could
They're Bluetooth headphones.
may want to try to read
They are retro headphones.
COS retro.
I'm wondering if you
they-
exit and then come back in, and if it'll correct itself, because I've had to do that to them a couple of times.
It might.
Yeah.
It might.
Yeah.
You want to try that?
Yeah.
You want to try it leaving and then coming back?
Sometimes that'll correct it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, because I've had to do that. Yeah, we'll see you in a moment.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
Because I think it was getting worse and worse for him. It seemed
Yeah.
like.
I had that happen before I got the laptop. When I was doing this on my phone, the longer the show went, the more the more lag there was between when you guys were talking, when I was talking. It got pretty rough.
What does Moonshine say?
Oh no.
So, a man admitting he was wrong needs to be written in stone, so it's there forever. LOL. JK.
Listen. I'm not going to tell
That
you
can
how
go
old I
both
am.
ways.
I can't. I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but I've been wrong a lot. Okay, and I know I have. And it's
Later.
okay. It's hard to be a man.
In this day and age.
It does take moonshine and whiskey. So you're halfway
Yes, it
there.
does. It does take moonshine and whiskey.
It does. And I just got back from Gatlinburg and I loaded up on the moonshine.
Wow.
So we're good.
Well, what the happened? Went to adding
Moonshine, I will tell you my age. I am 37. I have no problem saying it. I know Jody may not admit his, but
Hey, usually when I tell so far, and it kind of makes me feel pretty good. So far, when I tell people how old I'm going to be in March, they're all just like super shocked. So
there he is.
that makes me feel good. How's
can you
this
guys
going?
hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, there you are.
No? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Can you hear
Okay,
us?
good. Yes. And about how being old, I feel older than I am.
He comes in swinging.
Physical labor jobs just kill you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you sound better too. If you're not.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. The metallic sound's gone.
I don't sound like a robot.
No.
It's funny when I tell people my age when I say that I'm 37, they're like, "Oh, you're lying. You're in your 20s." And I'm like, "Bullshit. I know I look like I'm in my 30s. I don't believe you."
The beard don't lie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
My
right.
beard says it all. Come on.
Yeah. If I didn't have all this
And no
gray
hair.
right here,
I love being carded.
And no hair.
I got too much gray
Being carded
going
is the
on.
funniest thing ever.
Yeah, I'm 43 and I'm about my beard's about white.
You're 43?
Yeah.
Is that what
Yeah.
you said?
Yeah.
Well, I can definitely tell you don't look 43.
I just look
Like maybe late 30s, but not 40.
41. 40. I don't look 43, but maybe 41.
I just turned 28 a few months ago.
I
We
just
hate
feel like
you
you've
all.
always had that same color even throughout your like childhood.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, I
Just one
mean,
hair color.
trying to think when, but I've lost all my hair too, but that's all happened in the last probably 6 or 7 years.
That's me.
I had hair when I was probably in my mid 20s. I had hair at one time, like had long curly. I used to have
Down to your
curly hair, and it was like
shoulders.
down to my shoulder. Yeah, you know.
I was 12.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, I had hair down to here.
Really?
Yeah, man, I rocked it out.
Were you like a metalhead or like grunge type of person? Like
Grunge all the way, man.
That's how it was.
Grew up in the 90s. So yeah.
Long
makes
hair.
sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I
How
grew
old
my
are you,
hair out
Jody?
because of
You're my
Brandon
age,
Lee.
aren't you? How old are you, Jody?
I will be 40 in March.
Oh,
That sounded I'll be 40.
Yeah.
you're not
Yeah.
much. You're not much older. So, but I
Yeah,
mean,
you're
for
not
the
too
most,
far.
like
Yeah.
musically, I didn't really come into my
I'm
own
probably the young buck here.
until. See, that was what was.
I'll be right back.
I turned 13, about 12 or 13, like around 91, like right around when.
Yeah.
I call it the year punk broke because that was the name of the documentary that came out in the 90s.
yeah.
It's called The Year Punk Broke. It was about Seattle. So, I was right in the middle of all that, even being in Kentucky, So,
Yeah. I
I
have
enjoyed a lot of that.
I have some people don't like this opinion, but I don't like when people that were born in the '90s call themselves '90s kids, because you're not not in the sense that you're talking about, because you were just born in the '90s. You didn't do shit in the '90s.
You were in the 90s.
Yeah.
The 80s kids were the 90s.
Exactly. Like I graduated high school in 2000, so that means I was in the prime teenage learning years in the '90s.
Yeah.
So I was a '90s kids and you weren't. So So I know we're old. I know it.
I graduated 2012.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah, I
My
remember
wife-
seeing Terminator 2 in the theater. I remember going to that.
Yep.
Because that was right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
My
Actually,
local movie theater has been doing a lot of.
I've got something cool to show you. I'll show it. Hang on just a second here. You guys go ahead and talk.
I hope it's a VHS set.
It might be Laserdisc. He's a big Laserdisc guy.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, I know
There it is.
Yep, I knew it. Beautiful.
It's still got the J card on the back of it. So.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
But I'll
Yeah, those special edition laser discs remind me of the German sets that they've been putting out.
Oh yeah. I've seen this one in person one time. It's really awesome.
Yeah. It's just got. Then you got the individual discs on the inside. So.
Those things just have such great artwork on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rest of them are.
I only have one.
just
I only have one
so.
laser disc. That's all I got. Where the hell is it at?
You got one Laserdisc?
One laser disc. I have one beta tape too.
Oh man.
Yeah. But I have a shit ton of VHS though.
I didn't go. Excuse me. I didn't go out and buy that 4K though, just because I'm not going to buy.
What, the new one?
I'm not going to buy the
Yeah.
4K until they do a good transfer. For what I'm under.
Or this one?
I didn't like that one, man. I passed on that one.
I like the lenticular on
It's cool, but it was weird.
I really like Total Recall as well.
It would have been cooler if it was Terminator 1 and
Total
2.
Recall as well. Agreed.
Yeah.
But I'm also a big fan of Total Recall as well.
Charlie, you're still muted. There you go.
Sorry, I just
You're
now
good.
saw.
I just looked over and you were talking. I was like, how? Well, that's not
Yeah, I know. I noticed that I was replying but not relaying.
This is one of the
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
the,
I remember seeing that one.
DVD set.
Basically, what I was saying is that with the new Steelbook of T2, I didn't even feel like it was necessary to go out and get that Steelbook because it was not even a remaster. And it feels like that you have to have James Cameron to be able to do the actual approval and say, now that looks great.
Yeah, I agree. I just got the Steelbook because it looks awesome.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I don't
you know,
do that.
I've been supporting the artist who
Yes.
put this out, so I obviously had to get
Yes.
it. So
Well, my only argument about that, the only art is the
he does
movie
some crazy
itself.
artwork.
Yeah,
I know you want.
I agree.
You're right.
What did Moonshine and Whiskey say?
That's how the other one go.
She said she's 33, but I look 18 and get carded everywhere. She's trying to sell herself, man. Yeah,
I
she's
miss
trying to
those
sell
days.
herself.
My
Yeah.
sister is basically close to her 40s and still gets carded.
Yeah.
So far, I know we're not supposed to pick favorites, but I'm pushing for Moonshine and Whiskey to win this movie at the end of this. I'm
Big
just saying.
difference.
Um,
Difference.
well, laser disc,
Big difference.
moonshine and whiskey one. Now,
I wish
what's
I
the
had
difference
to know.
between laser disc and Blu-ray? Well,
About 12 inches.
yeah. Well, yeah. Laser discs were the size of a record
Yes. Yes.
and
Yes.
a vinyl record, and Laserdisc came out It came out officially in
Yeah,
1978. It was developed throughout the 60s and 70s, but basically, Laserdisc had the advantage of Laserdisc was it was digital sound, but it was still analog video. So you still got pretty low quality video. You only got about 320, or it was higher than VHS, but not by much. And it never really took off in America. It never got real popular. The biggest thing is because you didn't have the recordability you did on VHS, and that was a big selling point for VHS. So it never took off. It only had about 1, 2, or 3% market share in the U.S., or maybe not even that much. It had a little bit bigger in Japan.
I remember you had to be rich to buy frickin' laser discs.
The players themselves were stupid.
Yeah, the players are anywhere from, for a real cheap player, about $500, and to the good players, $1,000 plus for them.
And that's
actually the player. No, it's not now.
Is that not now?
No.
Okay, cool.
No, there might be some real high end versions that are still way up there that are real collectible.
Yeah.
But you can get a player like the player I got over there for $120. I actually got the sales receipt with it from when it was purchased in 1997.
Nice.
The guy bought it, and it was
awesome.
it was a DVD player combo. It actually came. It's like probably one of the first DVD players and a laser combo, and it was $9.99 for it in 1997. So I couldn't conceivably even think about buying something like that back then.
No.
I mean, I remember my first experience with DVDs in general, and that was with being at an electronics / movie store, and they had a demo of what was it? Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, that was their one of their first DVDs.
But laser discs were I'm sorry I'm going on about it, but laser discs were basically they were for the collectors, because the laser discs were the first ones that really started coming out with correct aspect ratios, and that's where the Criterion collection would start. Criterion would start on laser disc, and they were really the first company that started putting out the actual theatrical aspect ratio that the movie was presented in, instead of what was called pan and scan on VHS. Most movies on VHS were pan and scan. That's basically, they literally would play the movie onto a screen, and they would actually take a camera and they would actually pan around so the 4:3 aspect ratio would stay centered up with what was the action was going on. So it was like so much. It's really crazy, but I mean, you don't see the camera moving, but that's essentially what's happening. It's basically cropping the sides off of the picture.
Yeah.
And you lose the full widescreen effect. It's not true. It's not true 4:3. So a lot of old movies are shot 4:3, in the old days, and they look fine like that because they were intended to be 4:3, kind of like the new Justice League. Because when he went back, I mean, I'm sure a lot of that footage was shot in widescreen, but he cropped it, I think, to save money. I think he cropped it down because I think it saved that much of visual effects budget. If saved a lot of money on visual effects, cropping those sides off. But he went back and adjusted it so it looked right. It wasn't pan and scan. It was actually made to look like that 1:33:1 aspect ratio, which is the technical aspect. 4:3 TV, but that's essentially a TV. Excuse me, I went on and boring you guys with technical stuff. No, that's kind of my wheelhouse. I like that stuff.
I mean, the only thing I could say about Laserdisc is that if Moonshine and Whiskey wants to know the difference, is that yes, there is a size comparison, but if you want to visualize, if you know what the size of a vinyl record is about the size of a Laserdisc. It's basically just to kind of give an idea for you. If you know what a vinyl is, you'll know what size the disc is. And of course, DVD. It's funny because with Laserdisc, I didn't even know about Laserdisc until about 96, 97. Yeah. And I know they've been around forever because people told me about it later on, of course. And I was like, really? Why is it that I only now know about it? And it's like probably just because it's starting to become a little bit more popular than it used to be. Because I used to see a demo display. Nice. Yeah, you showed me that last week.
Yeah,
he showed me that last week.
It's the only time Ghostbusters has been on Criterion Collection.
Yeah, you showed me that.
The reason I brought the single here, I'll pull the disc out and show everybody with it.
Yeah.
Nobody's seen a laser what it looks like,
But the demo display that I saw of the Laserdisc movie was Jurassic Park, because it was still one of those like fresh type of movies. Yeah, see, about the size of a vinyl record.
Yeah.
It's hard to see. There's so much reflection, but
a regular vinyl record.
Yeah, they're just thicker. That's the thing. It's a bitch about them. If you have a bunch of them, then they weigh about twice as much as a vinyl. So you can imagine trying to move with them.
Do you think they'll ever make 8K movies?
No.
I don't think
sure?
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I think down the road it might. And I say might. I don't see the demand. I mean, you've still got people. I mean, the demand for DVDs is still high, and you got Blu-ray 4K after that. I don't see people. Yeah, I don't see. I mean, the 8K TVs are still kind of out there when it comes to pricing. Mm-hmm. I see the TVs getting better as far as upscaling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see the TVs getting better as far as upscaling, but I mean, as far as how much more do you really need to see? Honestly, the pictures are already amazing.
Our eyes can't comprehend that much.
Yeah,
no.
Until we're all putting on our Oculuses and we're in the damn movies, there's really no point of doing anything else.
Exactly.
I know you're in more committee and go, that's not how you sit on a chair.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, the 8K. The problem is I don't even know if they are able to produce an 8K disc right now. It's a massive amount of information.
They did. It was actually My Fair Lady, the Audrey Hepburn movie. It got an 8K master, but down.
Not a disc though. Yeah, I'm talking about an 8K disc, like however many megabytes that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be double 4K disc, so whatever that is.
Probably
200 gigs or something, because 4K is like 100 gigs or something, 120 gigs or something like that. I might be completely wrong. I can't remember the actual specs for it, but
no, that makes sense because the Columbia Classics, like with the Volume 1 set, like Gandhi and all those special titles, they had to have 2 4K discs to fit the whole movie.
Yeah,
yeah,
so nice.
Because of the compression.
And you've already got studios bitching about making movies into 4K. So I mean, if you're gonna tell them in 10 years I got to go back and do it again, they're gonna be like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
There's
just
no
like
money
how
in
many movies are actually made in 4K. The only one that was literally shot, literally frame by frame, digital and everything 4K was Gemini Man, and I heard that movie was not the greatest either, and it was Will Smith.
Yeah,
I heard a lot of backlash for that movie.
It was very fun though.
Yeah,
it was a fun movie.
Well, I'm sure it's a fun movie, but apparently a lot of people complained about the storyline,
a lot
plot.
of things that could have been better.
Yeah.
See, the problem is CGI heavy movies. They just can't. They just don't have the. They don't have the. They don't have the processing power to render 4K even. Mm-hmm. Because the problem is like, sure, I went back and bought the MC music and. Yeah, I went back and bought like the MCU movies in 4K, but most of those actually do not benefit from 4K. They're probably going to look just about as good on Blu-ray because
it's just an upscale. That's all.
Well, it's not even upscale. The visual effects aren't upscale because everything's rendered in 2K.
Just the colors.
All the visual effects are rendered in 2K, so they can't upscale that. The only parts that could possibly be upscaled in it is anything filmed, anything like in between CGI shots, because now there's some movies that have been completely filmed in 4K. It can be upscaled, and I believe the Hobbit movies were filmed in 4K. I think because they look phenomenal. But if you go back and watch the regular Lord of the Rings, I don't think they really benefited from a 4K upgrade. Personally, there's parts that look good because they were filmed, but then the CGI elements aren't, because they can't upscale 2K.
Rewatch to kind of understand what you're saying, because ever since I got The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit on 4K, I haven't actually sat down and watched them. So I got to do that to understand. Not enough what?
8K content to justify upgrading.
Not enough 8K.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But
I don't know what all 8K content there even is.
my personal preference on 4K.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like most of the 4Ks out there right now don't even concentrate on more crisp picture, but it's more on like the soundtrack, the way it sounds, and more deeper colors. That's the biggest thing that I've seen on lots of different comparisons that I've watched, just for shits and giggles, having one on and the other one, and just seeing the comparison.
I'm going to say it live
Color
right
is the
now.
biggest thing that I see.
I'm going to say it live right now. Addams Family 4K, I was so disappointed. Even though there are people who disagree with me, I was disappointed.
I haven't checked that one out yet, but I also heard that with the Inglourious Bastards as well.
Yeah, older movies are what are going to benefit the most from 4K. Anything being pulled off of 35 millimeter. Because 35 mil, I don't know all the specs. I'm sorry. There's people out here that can explain that a lot better.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I forget. You can pull a lot of when you scan a 35 millimeter negative. You can pull a lot of definition out of that 35 mil. I forget how many pixels you can, or how many megapixels you can get out of it, but it's pretty astronomical. I think it's up to, I don't know if that's the 8K mark, but it's definitely 6K you can get out of 35 millimeter film. So that's why, especially old movies shot like in Technicolor and some of the stuff that are really rich and vibrant in color, looks so good in 4K, just because they had so much color there. That film was pulling so much color in that. Because, like, if you look at 70s movies, they went almost, like 70s and 80s, the film stock changed, and they quit going to that vibrant color. It's not, there's other film techniques and other film other than Technicolor, but I'm just using that for example.
Clockwork Orange could have been better.
Yeah, but they used kind of a grayer film stock in the 70s, and they started going, I guess they, the camera technology advanced, and it kind of got to be like a more duller film stock. Mm-hmm. But even those movies can benefit highly from transfers.
Well, Howard the Duck, that looked good, surprisingly. I'm surprised that even got really good treatment for the type of movie it is.
It was fucking awesome.
Yes, yes. Awesome. I love that movie.
Even more awesome.
Yes.
There you go. He kept them all.
Really? 4?
Love Howard the
Duck. Kept them all.
I only have one copy now.
All four different ones.
Moonshine said, "Have it."
We got Germany. We have FYE, Best Buy. They all had different ones, so
damn,
I had to go for
it. Nice.
The Germany one was the first one.
Haven't watched a 4K movie, but
the 4K was really nice on that one, though.
But can't tech people just leave the 4K quality alone?
I haven't seen the Duck Titty that crisp in a long time.
Sorry, I was sorry. I
that shit scarred me as a kid.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't hear me.
No, I heard you.
No, we heard you. There's a delay a little bit.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
There's a little bit of delay.
Sorry, go ahead, John. Go ahead, John.
No, that's all right. She said that haven't watched a 4K movie, but can't tech people just leave the 4K quality alone, because I'm sure the 4K is better picture, and I haven't been taught if it works. Don't mess with a good
compared to
picture.
DVD.
That's true.
If anything, compared to DVD, 4K is definitely better.
The basic why you get a better picture with 4K. The problem is like the reason why you get a better. Let me finish my thought. Reason why you get a better picture is simply it's compression, and 4K discs hold more space, so that means you can put it with less compression, compression, and less noise you have. That's why 4K looks better. That's the main purpose. whenever you do a new scan, you can just when they scan a 8K, it takes up a massive amount of space. If they do a 4K scan, it takes up a massive amount of space. So if they're putting it on a Blu-ray disc, they gotta smash it down to 60 gigabytes or whatever a Blu-ray disc is. There's 65 gigabytes or whatever it is. So they got to smash that, what could be 200 gigabyte file down to that, whatever file format they're using for that. So that's basically, 4K disc, if it's 100 gigabytes, then you gotta, if it,
oh, where'd he go?
If a 4K is 100 gigabytes, then you basically get that much less compression.
I hope he didn't leave, but
I'm sorry I'm being so technical, but that's that's why I'm a geek about that stuff.
Well, he did mention his battery being low earlier, so maybe that could have played a part in it.
He might have tried to restart again because he was starting to get a delay again on my end.
He was on my end too, so.
Yeah, I wouldn't mean to talk over him, but I was like, he started. I don't think he was getting a delay from us as well.
Yeah,
I do
he
believe.
was.
Yeah, it's the same thing used to happen when I was using my phone to do this.
Oh, who's that?
What about Bob?
The first 8K movie. Yeah.
It better be. It better be.
What about Bob?
It better be.
I like that. That's a good movie, man.
Dreyfus.
Yeah.
That's funny. First 8K movie to be What About Bob?
I'd buy it. I don't even have a player or TV. I would just buy it.
I'd say Blade Runner. Blade Runner.
But the thing I will say, I have a lot of these. I have a lot of Criterion and I watch a lot of old movies, and some of these movies, like, I don't think they would benefit from getting a 4K disc because they look phenomenal on Blu-ray. At least on my TV, they do. But I just don't think I just don't think you're going to get much better because a lot of these movies were never even conceived that you could ever watch them in this kind of clarity when they were made. Mm-hmm. I mean, even when the best they were ever shown is when you went and see them in the theater back in the day. That's the best they were ever seen.
Guys for the connection. Want to say that?
Hopefully he'll make it back in there. So
hopefully, because I know I would like him to be a part of the whole, who wins the giveaway. So
yeah.
I'll hit him up on IG.
Like he said, his battery was low, and he did give us a warning on that. So,
yeah.
Nope. Who's that? Moonshine?
Oh no, you don't worry about talking too much because we always like to interact with.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're always talking to each other, and nobody wants to chime in, so it's welcome.
Yeah.
Just if sometimes we'll not read your comments for a while if we get on a tangent for a while. So. Yeah, we appreciate you leaving your comments anytime.
Oh, always. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Anybody that still wants to be entered, you still have time. It's almost 20 minutes before we do the, actual giveaway winner.
Every time we talk about them, doing this.
The Suicide Squad.
See, we got that. It's got the slip. Look at that.
Ow. My arm.
It looks like she said, howdy, it's Sebas. Okay, He said he'd be back in a minute. He's on his girlfriend's phone.
Yeah, that's his girlfriend.
Okay. See you soon.
We'll get him.
I guess that's supposed to be Cassie Paradise. I don't know how she pronounces that, I guess.
Hey, Crystal, if you're still with us, would you like to join us for a live stream? Since you're a movie buff yourself and a horror fan, would you like to join us on a Sunday evening?
We can talk
if you're still in here.
Yeah.
Because, we all like horror movies. Of course, I'm sure we all, have different likes of horror. But,
I got 6 shelves of it over here.
6 shelves.
Ridiculous.
I probably have, maybe 1 shelf worth. If I were to count all that I have.
I do have a lot of zombie movies, but...
Yeah, there's probably some...
I do have a lot of zombie movies.
I guess some of this could be considered thriller, I suppose.
So you like thrillers more than say slasher?
I don't know. I love a good slasher movie.
What did a Moonshine say right there? I want
to see the new Suicide Squad and also Snake Eyes.
Oh, well, Snake Eyes. I'm not really worried about seeing that one, honestly.
Yeah, I didn't hear a lot of good things. The trailer looked kind of cool, but I didn't hear a lot of good things. But hopefully, you'll win this tonight.
Exactly.
Ah.
Hopefully, we can cross our fingers on that one.
Cross our fingers.
Yeah, because I've seen, the first two G.I. Joe. Well, sorry, no, not the second G.I. Joe, because I was disappointed with the first one. And oh my God, like I was just so like, because when I saw the trailer for Snake Eyes, I was like, is this going to be worth it? And then hearing about the reviews, of course, I don't always go by what other people say because I always like to experiment myself because I might actually like it. But I kind of did that with Shang-Chi. When I saw the trailer, was not impressed by the trailer at all. But then when I actually saw the movie, I enjoyed the shit out of it.
Right.
That was more of a surprising one.
Yeah.
Oh, Crystal.
She said, haha, maybe one day. I've never done one of these before. I'd have to gain some confidence. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Yeah. You just come here, you sit, and we talk, and that is it.
We just talk. I mean, look at us. We're three nerds who still collect toys and movies just like you.
That's right. We're grown-ass men.
Exactly.
Still acting like children.
Exactly. So if you're still acting like a child, you're cool with us.
Come on over.
Exactly. Just let us know. She told me she's from Canada, so.
Nice.
Yeah, and she's on your Eastern Standard Time, John.
Awesome.
So that would work for you guys, in a sense. Like if you guys did like a one-on-one or something.
Moonshine and Whiskey is also a horror movie person.
Nice. Moonshine, what kind of horror movies do you like?
Yeah, give me like a top two. Just because that's a weird number to ask
top
for.
Two, there you go. Top two, horror go-tos.
I did.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No. Go ahead, because I felt like I was.
What I'm gonna. Oh, okay. Well, I was just going to say that I did check out the new Cowboy Bebop show on Netflix.
Oh, I haven't yet. Is it any good? Okay.
You may want to check it out. I don't know if you were a fan of the cartoon.
I wasn't like a huge fan. But after watching the trailer for this, it got me a little excited. So I was like, maybe
I like Death Note.
It's just I can't explain. It's just not good. It's the production's not very good. It doesn't look real good, and they changed a lot of characters.
Oh, okay.
And there's something about it. I watched it, and I was like, I feel like they're trying to kind of do a good job, but it's like they handed the project off to a bunch of millennials and said, here, watch this through a couple times and then adapt this to a TV show. And they just didn't get the characters and they didn't get the characters, and they, tried to change some stuff around, which it just didn't work. Some of the stuff they just didn't do correctly. And I won't go into it any further, but because a lot of people probably don't know the show at all. So I won't go into it too much.
I know of Cowboy Bebop, but even if you spoiled it for me, I feel like it's really not going to make me feel any different.
Yeah.
Well, there's one character called Vicious. He's kind of like the bad guy protagonist throughout. Okay. He's head of the syndicate, which it's just kind of plays into part of the story. It's only involves with Spike Spiegel's one of the main characters. He's part of the Bebop crew.
Okay.
And he was he's Vicious's brother, essentially. And but in the show, like, Spike was in love with this girl called Julia, and I guess but Spike decided to leave the syndicate. In the show, Julia, the character, she's married to Vicious for some reason, and they're not married in the show at all. But the thing I didn't like about all of that was like the way they shot it. It looked like a soap opera. It's too well, the way the camera angle is, and that was the biggest problem. The production was just terrible. Some of the CGI elements are horrible, and just some of the sets are sloppy and like very basic, and they didn't like put a lot into the sets. I mean, I know you got a budget, but I mean,
yeah,
it could have been done a lot better. It just fell short in a lot of areas, and that's what's
Sometimes they
disappointing.
have to ask for more money depending on what they're trying to do movie wise. Of course, whether it be the story itself, visually or audio, sometimes they have to ask for more.
Yeah,
and sometimes they say yes, and sometimes they say no.
Well, you can kind of tell it's made by kind of a new filmmaker because, like in the anime, there's like certain tie-in scenes that goes between like shot to shot, or it goes from, or maybe tie in like where I guess they would go to commercial break, which they don't have, but they would transition from shot to shot. They would have certain visual elements that they could have filmed and put it in CGI, but they could have just done like one version of it and then used it over and over like they would in anime. That's what they do a lot in anime. They just use the same frame over just because it's hard to reanimate something different each time.
Yeah.
But they could have done that and used that same technique in live action and it would have worked. And they didn't do stuff, that's stuff you would gain as a experienced filmmaker, understanding how to make continuity a little bit better by using little tricks like that. And
well, yeah, because I actually enjoyed the live action Death Note movie that they did for anime, and I also enjoyed the Attack on Titan live action movies that they had. Those were good, freaking awesome.
Yeah. But those are also made by the Japanese too. So
well, no, I get that, but I mean, like, it was fucking amazing. Holy crap, dude! I mean, just the amount of like, what's the word? Work that went into the movie, and to make it look almost identical to the anime, they did very well. Because when you watch Death Note, it's different story, different kind of deal.
Yeah.
What was that, John?
They got like the vehicles and things. They look pretty good. Like the spaceships and things like that were pretty well done. But like Cowboy Bebop kind of exists in a kind of junky, like a junky universe where everything's kind of run down. It's almost like the first Star Wars movies. It's supposed to be kind of decrepit and everything looks run down, and they did a decent job at that.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole Vicious stuff, Vicious, when you flash to his world, it's supposed to be more gothic and dark, and it was completely the opposite. It was bright, and all the scenes were brightly lit, and it looked like and it was also, everything seemed to be played out like a soap opera. It was just the way it was all filmed in digital, so it all looks like a little bit too pristine for a show like this. That was one of the biggest takeaways for me. It was just just the technical aspects of the show were bad. So,
who here's getting the Karate Kid box set?
Already on pre-order.
Which one is that? I don't even.
They did
Karate Kid.
It's a 4K triple.
Yeah, 4K for the original 3, and the box set looks amazing. The artwork on it's amazing.
Yeah, I haven't checked it out yet, so I don't know if I'll get that or not.
I've noticed each live that I've done, I've always had a freaking beer in my hand.
Anything blood and gore, and I dislike anything boring and predictable horror. That's
That's about fair. Every freaking horror movie there is. Okay. Like, why did you go upstairs? You know damn well. Like how you were mentioning zombie movies, John. My favorite zombie movie of all time, Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
From the 80s.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I love that one. It's my favorite zombie movie. Now, don't get me wrong. I like Night of the Living Dead. I like the remake of it. And then, of course, Return of the Living Dead. I know it had its sequels. They were more of like a comedy type of deal for those. And it's funny because apparently the first one was supposed to be like a dark comedy horror movie. And I was like, really? It didn't come off like that, because it really didn't. And after that, Zombieland, of course, I would say is another favorite like zombie movie. Now, when I tried to watch Walking Dead, I only got to the first 3 seasons and then I stopped because I feel like it was starting to go downhill for me.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that because I quit watching it after maybe 5th or 6th season. It was
that's about where I made it to.
Excuse me. Thank you. But
Yeah,
Walking Dead is a hard one to.
Welcome
Oh,
back.
there he is.
Welcome back.
He's back.
What's up, guys? Cake.
Hey.
What's up? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Sorry for the technical difficulties.
Where's the other one? The other one sounds so.
Who are you
still
not
got-
seeing?
You still got a delay on us?
I had the original screen open and just hearing both going back and forth. I was like, what the
Okay.
fuck is going on?
Oh, I see.
Well, you sound better all of a sudden too,
Yeah.
so it was
Yeah,
causing
yeah.
some
Right
issue.
now.
Laptop?
Cool.
Yeah, I had
I
that.
heard Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, John brought it up. He's not a fan.
Yeah.
Or at
Not-
least of the live action.
No, the
it-
live
it has
action.
its problems.
Live action. My bad.
It's
My
got-
The
bad.
live
it
action.
definitely has its problems. I agree. I agree with the soap opera feel to it, but only thing I was upset is that one character wasn't revealed until the end. That
Yeah, Radical
that
Ed.
bothered me the
Yeah.
most. I'm
Edward.
not gonna say
Ed.
names, but
Yeah, it's Ed.
John's dropping it. John's dropping
It's Ed.
yeah.
John's dropping it.
Well,
I was
if
laughing at the entire show, I was like, where the fuck is he at?
Yeah.
yeah.
Like he's one of the biggest characters in the show, and people really like that character. So
Well, I mean, the thing is you
I
know,
like how they're-
well, not to get political, but you got a certain group of people that want certain
Yeah.
inclusivity in
I understand.
in TV, and like Ed would have been the perfect. It
everything.
would have been perfect because she's actually just a tomboy, but she's very much could be considered a kind of in
Yes.
between.
I know
so-
where you're going with that. Yes,
I don't want to go too far with it, but
Yeah.
that's
I
I
understand.
Dropping hints. Dropping hints.
But I also like how they
Drop
kind of left it to another season, so it's not just all the entire series you just combined to one season, which kind of like. And some of the characters, I do agree with you, are kind of off compared to the anime itself, but it's definitely entertaining.
Yeah.
If you don't know the story or don't know anything about it, it's definitely going to be entertaining. But
Okay.
if you do know about it, you can see where they're like dropping like nods to the
Yeah.
show. But
the-
like,
well,
it's a little different.
It's kind of
The
how
one
I felt
pos-
about
the-
Ghostbusters Afterlife. Big homage
Well,
to the very first one.
Well, the
Yeah.
one positive thing I could see, if maybe it might spark interest in you going and watching the anime after you watch
Yes.
that.
It's
And one
the anime is awesome.
Mhm.
because I thought a lot of the stories they adapted were a little bit too short. Like they wasn't enough to
Too
them.
much.
You know, like the second episode, the Teddy Bomber episode. It just kind of
that was
ends.
cracked
Nothing really
They don't
happens.
give you a real conclusion.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
do
they-
and don't like anime. I do and don't like anime.
I'm tatted up.
Well,
with anime.
Cowboy Bebop would be. It's for me in the late '90s. It was definitely my entry point into anime for sure, and probably many others because
I
it
would
was
say
really
Aeon Flux was mine.
There's
Ooh,
so
yeah.
many. There's so many for me.
well. I
grew up watching
obviously watched that, but I mean beforehand. But the actual to get me really in the anime would be Cowboy Bebop.
Would be Cowboy Bebop, yeah.
That
I would say me, though, it was that one and Akira, because they were both very older titles from like late 80s, early 90s around there.
Akira is fantastic.
Yes.
There's so much crazy like mediums of artwork going on all simultaneously.
Oh, yeah.
It's just gorgeous in every shot.
Because I have the 4K of Ghost in the Shell that came out, the animated one, not
Oh,
the one with
Yeah,
Scarlett
yes.
Johansson. So I was always a fan of the animation one rather than say Scarlett Johansson's
Yeah.
version.
Oh yeah, of course.
And it's not to bag on her or anything like that. It's
No.
just I never,
totally different, but
yeah. Like the live action Aeon Flux, I didn't necessarily care for that one as much as me
No,
liking the
not
animation.
bad. But it's
But not, yeah,
It's
exactly.
enjoyable.
Like, yeah,
it's
exactly.
enjoyable.
What did Moonshine say?
I'm on season 11 of Walking Dead, and I think Dawn of the Dead is my favorite zombie movie.
Ah,
Which
there
one?
you go.
The original or the
The
Zack
remake.
Snyder
Yeah.
remake?
You're
They're both
sticking
good.
it out.
They're both great, but
Yeah.
but I still tend to like the original just because it's original. But the remake was really good.
Who was the one that made the remake?
Zack Snyder.
Snyder. Thank you. I was thinking Gunner Snyder.
I got a cool edition of that one.
Oh, did you buy the? Did you buy
factory out there? Or are you throwing out that?
No. I'm throwing out the. I got the piece of art box.
That thing is sweet.
It's a piece of art
box.
Was
that what you're
gonna
ask, John?
No, I was gonna ask. Did you pick up Evangelion on Blu-ray?
Hell yeah! It'll be
now. Did you? I just bought the regular box with slip. I didn't buy the special edition. Did you pick up the special edition?
Yes, and also have the original DVD too.
Nice.
The old box set inside the tin.
I still hope Twister comes out next year on 4K.
Yeah, I've got that one.
Crazy.
It's supposed to.
Yeah, I decided not to get the special edition of it because I was just wanting the content, but it looks and sounds phenomenal. I don't know if you've watched any of it.
Oh, it looks. I watched it on DVD, so I'm looking forward to watching it on Blu-ray.
Now, that's an anime. That's definitely an anime that's not for everybody because usually the
revolutionary one.
Yeah. And I love it, but I always had friends that were like, you either love it or hate it. Most people
it's too risque. The best I can describe it without getting too in detail. It's definitely not for everybody.
Yeah,
but not so much risque and like there's so much like nudity risque.
Oh no! It's just violence.
Yeah,
lots of violence and
yeah.
It's just funny how you guys say that because when Jody, John, and I had a live stream with Movies and Sue, we were talking about A Clockwork Orange, and she hadn't seen the movie yet. So without spoiling anything for her, I just said it's very pervasive.
Yes, very graphic.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's all I had to say. And she's like, "Okay."
So many strings all at once.
Oh yes. So much shit in that movie
for men and for women, like a little bit of everything.
I was going to show you this. This is something I picked up in the probably 2004 or 5. It was some kind of Chinese Cowboy Bebop. It's the full series, but it's on this condensed box set, and it's got all this really great artwork on it.
I've seen that one before.
I'm not sure if it's Chinese but it's just a small version of all the artwork.
Yeah, I can't remember. It might be from Taiwan, if I remember correctly, but they make a lot of cool stuff over there.
Did you guys hear about the Power Rangers, a new movie that's coming, but this time it's going through Netflix?
I've heard, but nothing more than that.
Well, this is what I've heard. Is that it's going to be a time-traveling type of Power Rangers movies, as in they are going to go back to the 90s with the original Power Rangers. I know that's going to be kind of hard because one of the yellow Power Ranger, the Asian girl, she's no longer with us, sadly. Rest in peace. But I think all the other guys are still there, and they're supposed to go back in time, and it's supposed to like be a multiverse type of movie as well.
That'd be cool.
They've done that in the series where they had all of them in one movie.
Really?
Like all the different ones. So Mighty Morphin is actually like 16th series of the Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
By the time we got it, so they have a movie with like Dragon Force, Dino Thunder, all of them all in one fucking movie.
Damn. I didn't even hear about that.
I would say a little. I can't remember when I heard or saw the footage, but it was like 2016, 2017, somewhere around there.
Okay.
But it looked nuts.
I know that Shout Factory put out a Blu-ray of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. I know they did it, and
they made me mad. They put a steelbook set out, right?
Yeah.
I didn't see a steelbook.
And the steelbook set, yes.
Nice.
Somebody
It's
else that
all-
knows.
That's the only one I have, but
Yeah, you have. I have only one as well, and then a few other like random movies, but nobody knows about the other Power Rangers that existed beforehand.
well, it's like Ultraman. There's like a million series of it. Yeah.
Oh, Ultra Q and
I know.
up. It's just craziness.
Yeah.
But back to the Shout Factory Steelbook set. So they made so they haven't made a Blu-ray set in America. So they decided to put the DVD set in G2 Steelbook boxes, but then only have the movie in Blu-ray in the whole set. Grinds my fucking gears to no end.
Moonshine and Whiskey asks, is any of y'all video gamers? I'm not huge, but I like the classic games. That's why I was holding up
Yeah, I'm about to
Metroid.
say
I
About
kind of
the
am.
I'm
yeah.
the same way.
Same way. Yeah, I would say that I
play
like
video
video
games
games,
too.
but I'm not a gamer. I enjoy the classic like Mario Brothers or Sonic or Duck Hunt or Mortal Kombat, of course, Street Fighter.
All the classics.
Hell, I like Pong. Surprisingly, I like actually
Pong's
playing
so much
fucking
fun.
Pong.
Pong's
Yeah,
run out in so many different systems.
the
It's
new
not-
Atari
Metroid.
Pong.
The new Metroid it's really good and really hard. There was actually, believe it or not, there was actually video game reviewers out there saying, "Oh, this game is too hard," and I was like, "You're not much of a video game reviewer if you're
if you're not
hard.
trying.
Yeah,
If it's not hard, it's not fun.
yeah."
Oh,
If
yeah,
you're
I
not
love
screaming,
Duck Hunt.
if
that's
you're not
for sure.
screaming at your screen, you're not having fun.
right, guys.
One
I
of my
think
favorite
we've,
movies that has to do with video games in general, actually, I would say two of them now.
Mario Brothers.
Yeah, right.
Well, it was The
I love
Wizard.
Mario Brothers.
Well, no, I'm not
The
talking like
Wiz?
video game movies, like in
Oh.
general, like Mario
Yeah.
Brothers. I'm talking about that
Gamer.
are based on that is like, yeah, like around the universe of gaming.
Yeah.
And that was The Wizard.
Bam.
The
Yeah,
Wizard,
that
yep.
right there. And not only that, but Ready Player One, if you really think about it, even though it's like a futuristic movie, but it's a video game
It's a
movie.
gamer- yeah, you get the gamer movie.
Yeah.
I really liked. It's not a very good opinion, but I really like the movie Gamer with Gerard Butler.
Yes, I know which
Oh,
one you're
yeah.
talking about.
Not many people liked it, but I really enjoyed it.
I think it's kind of underrated,
I'm a
actually.
sucker for Gerard Butler.
I like Gerard Butler, and I think
Like
it's an
Luke Cage.
underrated movie.
Yeah.
Very underrated.
Yeah, I agree. Not much.
And
love
that
for
should get a
movie.
4K for the type of movie it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a crazy movie.
It wouldn't surprise me if they gave The Rock's Doom a 4K.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well,
I'd be
gentlemen,
okay with it.
I think we've hit the 2-hour mark. Who wants
Yes,
to give
we
away
have.
a movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's get
let's-
to it.
Some of the
Let's
people
see
maybe
how many.
want
How many people we got on the wheel?
to. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. Okay,
Five.
decent.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Decent. That's a
Yeah.
pretty bad death wheel. That's what I like calling it. It's a death wheel.
Are you guys ready to see who's going to win?
Yes. Let's see who the
Bring
winner
up the
is.
wheel. Ooh,
All
this
right,
is
here's the first
complicated.
spin.
Hang on just a second.
The
There
two blues side by sides really wigging me out, but all right.
Yeah. Here we go.
All right,
Bill.
here we go.
Bill, you've got enough movies. I don't even know you, but let's see. Let's just keep it going. Oh,
Who
there
was it?
goes. Susan Red is out.
Oh,
You're gone. Sorry. Thank you for playing. Come again.
Yeah.
yes. Thank you. Please come again.
And again.
I was not going to go for it, but I was thinking the same thing.
Right? Oh, there goes
Oh.
Bill. Oh,
Bill. Okay.
Bill.
Sorry,
Look at
man.
the marked.
Yeah,
Let's do it again.
So three
Come
more.
on. Three more. Who's out? Who's out? Who's out? Oh no! Oh damn! I was really
Who was it?
I was really pushing. I was really
We're
hoping.
ready.
I think
We're
we're all
ready.
disappointed in this right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. This one hurts.
Sorry.
All right, we got two.
So-
Let's see who gets
yes.
it. Oh no! Oh no! Oh!
Jeez.
Oh! So who's the winner? Who's
Sleeping
that make the winner?
Collectibles.
Sleeping Collectibles. Woo!
Sleeping Collectibles. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You have won a new Blu-ray.
I guess
Give your info to John, and John will give it to Jody.
John will give it to me, and then we'll get the ball rolling, and I will mail off this as soon as possible.
Okay.
But thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Thanks for everybody. Thanks for all the talking, the question, all the fun stuff.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Joining in.
Thank you,
Sorry
sir.
Yes, thanks, Sebas, for joining
We'll
us.
definitely have you back on soon. Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
we'll
forget
definitely have you back.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe to all of our channels. I'm Raging Entertainment. Steel's Racing 4Ks. You've got let me see if I can do my finger better. I guess not. Never mind. We got John with Kentucky Fried Toys and movie reviews. Actually, I said that backwards a little bit, but and then Sebas Skywalker. Follow him on Instagram and all that kind of stuff. And
yes.
Everybody, thank you for watching, and you guys all have a good night.
Thank you.
All right.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Later.
See you next time.
Yep.